So this is the Club Fours events, Cox's Fours, and we've got Putney Town versus City of Cambridge. Putney Town on the top of your picture with the blue blades with the white vertical marking down it, and then City of Cambridge later on the right of your picture on the Buckinghamshire station.
And here we have two crews now without any coxes, so there's nobody designed specifically in the boat to steer. One of the guys in the crew here will have his foot attached to a wire, and he will be responsible for making sure the boats go where they should go. It looks like here Putney Town is moving out just gradually to about a canvas lead. Slightly cleaner blade work, still a long way to go.
You know, and what's interesting is these clubs, they go on these training camps. So, you know, Putney Town went to Temple-sur-Lot, which is that beautiful river lake down in France. I think Hampton School go there. And, you know, this is where they set this Putney Town crew. So on the top of your picture, those lads have rowed together for quite a few months. So you've got the brothers in there in the sort of the furthest away from you, boat up in the bows, Sam Disrans and Jamie Disrans rowing together, Sam 28, Jamie 26. Another Sam Russell in the 6th seat, the 24-year-old, and then the youngest lad in the boat is at stroke, Alex Duncan, he's 23, and rowed at KCS Wimbledon, which is not far from Putney, but this is a club that row out of Mortlake, just the other side of the University Boat Race Village, but it's a cracking contest.
It's great, isn't it? I mean, it's amazing the demand now for these club athletes, the fact they've got full-time jobs, some of them probably have families, and they still have to go on camp to train enough to be competitive in this event.
So there's not much to go between them, do you know, and that was the effort that City of Cambridge had just coming up to the barrier, but we've just left that race at the barrier, we've joined it around about halfway down, and you can see that the crew on the left of your picture from City of Cambridge, they just couldn't quite throw in enough to get on level terms, and it's the lads from Putney Town who have just maintained that rhythm.
It just looks like the big difference to me. It seems like the Putney crew, their blades, they just keep them covered towards the finish just a little bit longer. And I think that's giving them some more efficiency, but they're not really moving away completely. So the Cambridge crew is really attacking this and really trying to stay in this race.
It's a nice little Cox's race to watch because the steering, that Cambridge crew on the left of your pictures, are coming over. They're had to go in, go out. I mean, there's stuff about how much you're using the rudder and what that could do with the drag on the boat. I think if you look at I prefer to have that sort of Berkshire station, the furthest station on which the Putney Town crew are, the crew on the right, because you can just go straight down the booms. You don't have to worry about the island. And I think they've steered really well, the Putney Town crew.
They've been pretty solid. I mean, they're drifting over a little bit towards them, but actually, to be fair, and here the Cambridge crew need to be careful. Yeah, they've rectified that.
They've gone all the way over because they were in the middle of the course, and then Putney Town sort of, did they answer them, or is that a little bit of game?
Looks like they both felt, yeah, exactly. So you wonder how much of the movement and where they are is deliberate, and how much of it's just because a bit of wash comes across or whatever. But still, the overlap is still there, and a Cox's 4, a length is not enough. You need to break clear. People can always catch you.
So we've got a yellow boat there, the German boat, the Empacher, and we've got a white boat there when it comes into picture. There's the Putney Town boys, Disrans, Russell and Duncan. So, you know, out of your choice, what would you rather row out of that? The Italian Filippi or the yellow Empacher?
The newest one, to be honest.
Great answer. Great answer.
So yeah, so again, looks like here to me, like Cambridge are coming back at this Putney crew, and the Putney crew not maybe holding it together quite as well as they were earlier. But with this angle, it's hard to tell what the margin really is. But it's still like these crews are fit, aren't they? These guys are working full time, and they're in good shape attacking a race like this.
So Alex Duncan, he's won medals at national schools. He won the Child Bill, which is the fastest non-championship age. There's Stuart Ladd, 33 years of age. They're an older crew this age, and Vincent Dubois, 35 behind him. Would you believe Barnaby Price is 41-year-old? Let's hear it for those 40-year-olds. Graham Douglas, 30-year-old. So in terms of age difference, it's massive compared to the Cambridge crew to the Putney Town crew. What's that going to count for? Anything?
Well, it depends how much training they've done over the years, whether they've had some years off working on, but still, they obviously trained pretty well. This is really competitive. They look like they're coming back. Margin hard to tell. That Putney Town crew really is still fighting to keep them off. What have we got now? Maybe 2/3 of a length? No, maybe still a length.
Yeah, all these City of Cambridge guys, real servants to the club. Stuart Ladd, he started his rowing at Oxford, at the stroke man at Worcester College, Oxford, and then University of Bristol, where he just kind of based himself in Cambridge. He's been there for the last 8 years, and these guys know their club inside out, and that is one of the oldest clubs in the country. City of Cambridge, Row on the Cam up there, founded in 1844. So, you know, rowing in Cambridge outside of the universities, we're going on club rowing there for, you know, over 100 years.
Yeah, and the river in Cambridge is really congested with all the Cambridge colleges and the clubs. It's a really small river, so getting good quality water time is difficult. They usually have to go out to Ely or other places.
There's the back of Sam Disrins, the 28-year-olds coming towards us in the Putney Town crew. Adrian was talking about the water and the Cam, but I mean the water on the tideway where these guys row just by Chiswick Bridge. I mean, so many launches out now. You just got to get used to rowing in swells and washes, and it looks a bit swelly there, doesn't it? So maybe
it's a bit of a wash there off a launch or something that's just hit them.
But maybe that's, you know, what they're used to, and it's giving them a slight bit of confidence or an edge in this race against the lads.
They're definitely rowing completely different bodies of water, these two clubs, don't they? Really calm, small river for Cambridge, really big, noisy, washy river.
Valiant effort from the crew from City of Cambridge Rowing Club, just adjusting their steering to steer away from the booms. They come up to the finish. Putney Town catching that rhythm. Great race from them. Hand goes up from Sam Disrins. Cambridge just wasn't to be. They attacked and tacked just by the barrier, couldn't get back in turns. But you see what it's cost the boys from Putney Town.